Next topic is breakdown in solid dielectrics. The solid dielectric materials are given here. That is organic material means paper, wood and rubber. And non-organic matter examples are mica, glass, porcelain, PVC, epoxy resin, etc. Then the solid dielectric should have the breakdown strength of 10 MV per centimeter. Okay, the breakdown strength should be 10 MV per centimeter. The highest breakdown strength under controlled condition is known as the intrinsic strength of the dielectric. Then here this graph shown that breakdown voltage with respect to the time. According to this, the breakdown mechanism of solid dielectric can be classified as like this. First one is intrinsic or electromechanical, then avalanche breakdown, thermal breakdown, then due to erosion and electrochemical problem, the breakdown may be occurs. The intrinsic breakdown, the time would be in terms of seconds. Here you see that the intrinsic breakdown, the occurring time is in terms of seconds, that is 10 to the power of minus 8 seconds. And that second one, electromechanical breakdown, occurs within few seconds. And thermal breakdown may be occur, this one, thermal breakdown may occur for seconds to minutes, and some breakdown may occur from few years to even days. That is lastly we will discuss treeing and tracking. Okay, based on this thing you are having that intrinsic breakdown, electromechanical breakdown, thermal breakdown, electrochemical breakdown, then breakdown due to internal discharges, then finally we will study the treeing and tracking. First one is the intrinsic breakdown. This intrinsic breakdown is mainly due to the voids present in the dielectric surface. The main cause is the void is present in the dielectric surface. That is when that voltage across the void exceeds that critical voltage, then discharge is initiated and voltage collapse. Then the voltage across the void again buildups and discharges occur. During this discharge, the heat is dissipated in the void, then which causes the erosion, etc. And this erosion of the material, due to this erosion, the thickness of the insulating material reduces and leads to the breakdown. Okay, this intrinsic breakdown may be slow and may occur in few days or may take few years. Then maximum electrical strength for the polyvinyl alcohol is 15 MV per centimeter at 196 degrees centigrade, and the maximum strength of the dielectric would be 5 MV per centimeter to 10 MV per centimeter. The next one is the electromechanical breakdown. This is electromechanical breakdown which is mainly due to that compression. Due to that compression, what it happens, that is called as electromechanical breakdown. Initially you see this the distance between here you are having the dielectric, here the distance should be d naught. Finally the thickness is compressed, which leads to the breakdown. Here you see that here initial thickness is d naught, then here the thickness when voltage applied means the thickness is going to be reduced. Here you see that when electric field is applied to a dielectric between two electrodes, a mechanical force will be exerted on the dielectric due to force of attraction between the surface charges, and this compression decreases the dielectric thickness, thus increasing the effective stress. When the field is for increased means then thickness of the material decreases, which leads to a breakdown. Then thermal breakdown, that is if you apply the DC voltage means it will produce that DC stress, and if you apply that means AC stress. That is, for example, if DC stress is denoted by WDC and AC stress is denoted by WAC, and heat dissipated is assumed as WT, means then if heat generated, if heat that is WDC or WAC is equal to WT, means then there is no breakdown. Then if that is heat generated is more than the heat dissipated, then the breakdown is going to be occur. This is the case. Here you see that this red color curve, both of them are heat generated, and the green color straight line which is the heat lost. From this curve you see that for E2 the temperature heat generated is assumed as theta A, and here it is assumed as theta B. Okay, so this heat generated is lesser than the heat lost, so there is no breakdown will occur. Here you see that when heat generated increases rapidly with the temperature, as a certain values of electric field, no stable state which is going to occur, which is here. This is your E1. After this, that is heat lost would be very high, that is heat generated would be very higher than the heat loss curve, then the breakdown will be occur. Then due to this chemical reaction process, the breakdown occurs due to oxidation, hydrolysis, and chemical reaction. Okay. Due to this thing also the breakdown occurs. First one is the oxidation. Oxidation is nothing but in the presence of air or oxygen, especially ozone. Materials such as rubber or polyethylene will undergo the oxidation, which leads to cracks in its surface. Okay, when it is particularly stretched or exposed to light. Then second one is hydrolysis, that is when moisture or water vapor is present on the surface of a solid dielectric, hydrolysis occurs and then material lose their electrical and mechanical properties. Okay. That is the simplified one is hydrolysis is the process of splitting the chemical bond of insulating material by addition of water. Then next one is the chemical reaction, that is due to that chemical reaction, that is chemical degradation of insulating materials, it is going to be occurred due to the acidic substances. Then treeing and tracking, that is when a solid dielectric is subjected for a long period to a electrical stress, means there is a visible marking is going to be appear on the dielectric material. That is there are two things, that is the presence of conducting path across the surface of the insulation, as well as a mechanism where leakage current passes through the conducting path, finally leading to the formation of spark. Here you see that spark, this is called as tracking. Here you see that, whereas the entire thing which looks like a treeing structure, so it is called as treeing. That is, the thing is the spreading of spreading of spark channels is called as tracking. In the form of branches of a tree is called as treeing. Okay, this tracking is the formation of a continuous conducting path across the surface of the insulation, mainly due to the surface erosion. Due to the erosion problem, this is going to be happen. Okay, these two effects are going to occur for a very long period of time. This table presents the classification of solid insulation, that is organic material and inorganic material. We are using mica, glass, ceramics. Then synthetic polymers we are using polyethylene and etc. Then the last topic is composite dielectric. That is, composite dielectric is nothing but different combination of dielectrics are used, that is solid, liquid and gaseous combinations are used. Such insulation system are called as composite dielectric. In composite dielectric we have to consider the properties of dielectrics. Then what are the properties which affects the performance, means that is the effect of multi-layers. Then second one, effect of layer thickness and effect of interfaces. We have to consider these three factors while compositing different dielectric materials. And there are two types of breakdown is going to be occur in composite dielectric. One is the short term breakdown and another one is the long term breakdown. Then regarding this solid insulation material, you have to read the properties of each material. Thank you.